Welcome to the KBB Review podcast. I'm editor-at-large Rebecca Nottingham, and this is another of our very special Rising Star episodes where we meet the upcoming stars of kitchen and bathroom retail. Between August 2024 and March 2025, we'll be picking a monthly Rising Star to feature in the magazine, online and this very podcast. Those 8 monthly winners then become the shortlist for the overall winner, which will be revealed at the KBB Review Retail and Design Awards 2025 in April. It's done with the support of our very good friends at Blum, and you can find out more about them at blum.com. You can nominate your Rising Stars, or indeed nominate yourself, via the awards website, kbbreview.com/awards. And there are only 2 rules. They must be currently employed by a retailer, which we're defining as a company that sells direct to the consumer, and now this is a very important and. They must be under 30 years of age on March the 4th, 2025. Other than that, they can perform any job within your business: admin, design, sales, finance, installation. We don't mind as long as they're a star. So, let's meet our rising star for November, Alistair Glover. After starting out on the supply side, he became fascinated by kitchen design, eventually joining retailer Alexander in Sussex, and in the space of just 2 impressive years, he's gone from designer to showroom manager. Here's his story. And here is Alistair. Welcome to the KBB Review podcast.
Hi, thank you very much.
Congratulations for being nominated as our Rising Star for November.
Thank you.
The best place to start really is to tell us about your journey into the KBB industry. How did you get to where you are?
So it started at quite a young age. My dad has been in this industry for years and years and years and years. So on school holidays and bank holidays and things like that, I was always tagging along with him, going to showrooms, looking at designs. And then when I was old enough, at 18, I left school and went to work at a bathroom distributor called Claygate. And then after a bit of time, I wanted to be more customer facing. So I went to work at a kitchen showroom down in Hove called Kessler. And then an amazing opportunity at Alexander came up. So that took me here.
And obviously we're familiar with Alexander because that's a prolific retailer in the industry, and Phil, the MD, Phil Beechnor, is a regular guest on the KBB Review podcast. So just tell me a bit more, who's your dad? Would we know who your dad is?
Jason Glover. He's worked for Theobald, Schmidt, currently works for Kessler. But I've spoken to most of the reps that come into this showroom. As soon as I say my surname, they clock onto it and they know him.
Oh, do they? Oh, well, that's nice.
Yes, yeah, it's a good talking point.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so the KBB industry was sort of on your doorstep. It was, that was how you got into it. But why kitchen design then specifically?
I think it's just the big flexibility of what you can do for the customers. Like, I really get a kick out of seeing their faces light up when you've hit the nail on the head with what they're looking for. And I love the design aspect of it. Like, we use Winner here, which is incredibly customizable to the point where I can even put their exact artwork on their wall, and then the customers absolutely love it. So yeah, it's just the actual design element I find really, really fun.
And then obviously we already know a bit about Alexander, but tell me about your role there specifically, and how long you've been there and what is it that you do aside from obviously the kitchen design.
Yeah, so I've been here coming up to 2.5 years now. Started off just kind of doing kitchen designs and working with the customers to get their design spot on. And then over time that's developed. So I do the bedrooms here, and then recently got promoted to showroom manager, which has led to me doing some of the displays that we've got on here. I'm doing the bathroom designs now as well. So I'm really covering all bases for the Horsham showroom.
A reminder to our listeners then, you're only 27.
Yeah.
How does it feel then to be nominated for this kind of award by your boss?
Very surreal. When I was young, just leaving school, that kind of age, 16, 17, my dream in this industry was to be a showroom manager. I've kind of hit that at 27, which is phenomenal, really. And it's all down to the opportunities that Phil and Alexander have given me. And it is brilliant here. It's great.
Oh, that's really lovely. I mean, where do you see yourself then in 5-10 years? Without talking yourself out of a job, obviously.
Honestly, just still Here with Alexander. I used to like the idea of being a rep, so like working on behalf of a manufacturer and going around to all the different showrooms. But since working here, I've really enjoyed my interaction with customers. So that's, for the moment, put me off of going out onto the road. So yeah, I'm really enjoying doing the designs, working with the customers, doing displays here for the showroom. So I can see myself here for 5-10 years easily.
One of the beauties of an independent retailer, isn't it, that you can actually, if you're nurtured, if young talent is nurtured and there's a little bit of take a chance on someone, or they've got a good work ethic, then there's lots of opportunity for you to work your way up and actually have quite a prominent role within a reasonably small business. I know Alexander has got its own installation business, and it's not a small business, but what we're talking about is an independent run business. So potentially it's a great place to stay, and who knows where you could be in 5-10 years, and who knows where that business could be.
Absolutely. And it's like you said, with our own installation team, it's not just in the design sector that we're hiring younger people. So we've got younger people in the installation team as well, which means there's kind of no gaps in the generation. So we're covering all bases just to future-proof it, really.
Why is it important then that we focus on nurturing young talent, introducing young talent into the industry, and really helping you guys progress through your careers in this industry?
I think it's mostly with if you stick with one kind of generation, they do the same thing day in, day out, and they don't, I think, particularly look at new methods of doing things. So with younger people and just lots of different generations, everyone's kind of bouncing off each other, thinking up new ideas, new perspectives on things. And it's because you've got so many different generations working together, everything's just changing constantly. So you're not just stuck in one way for 10, 15 years of doing something. Like, it's constantly evolving, which is really good in this industry, because every year there's something new that's come out.
And I mean, obviously you're a role model as well now, whether you even see yourself as that. But obviously if there's younger people listening to this podcast who will be reading the page in the November issue about you, if they're at 18, they've just joined the industry, they will be able to see that it is achievable to be a showroom manager by 27.
Yeah, I had not thought of that. It's weird because I knew someone from a job I worked when I was 16 who was thinking about actually my kind of age in a completely different industry. But he was a showroom manager at this kind of age, and I was like, that's really cool. And it's only just clocked that's what I've achieved.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? And the other thing is, we're always looking at the industry to do something about bringing younger people in, making it more attractive. But actually, what better incentive to see somebody already doing that? Absolutely,
yeah, fully agree.
And what does your dad think? He's a bit of a personality in the industry. What does he think about you being the rising one?
He was so happy that I firstly got into this industry.
I bet.
And then I've been nominated for 3 awards at the KBSA as well. So he was over the moon with those. And then I told him about this rising star, and he honestly was just speechless. He was just so happy.
Oh, so nice. What's the difference between designing kitchens and bathrooms? Is there a preference? What really sort of keeps your passion for this designing in the KBB industry going?
I would definitely lean towards kitchens. I think there's just a lot more you can do with it, and there's a lot more that can be changed as well with it. Like, you've just got a bigger space, you can do more things. There's a much wider range of products, in my opinion, in the kitchen industry. And I think because I've been, like I say, my dad's been solely kitchens, so I've been around kitchens a lot longer, and I just feel like my passion is there for kitchens, and I'm still very recently dabbling with the bathrooms. Yeah, it's after 5 years or so, it might change. But yeah, I really enjoy the kitchen side of it.
Aside from becoming a showroom manager, which was your ambition by 27, what's your biggest achievement to date, do you think? Nothing like putting you on the spot, is there?
I would say there was one particularly difficult customer that I was dealing with fairly early on in my time here at Alexander. And they were very, very specific with what they wanted. And obviously, because I was still so new here, I was still kind of getting to grips with all of the different products that we offer, what they all do, all those different things. And I feel like I hit the design spot on with them. They absolutely loved it on first presentation and went ahead with it then and there. I think to date, it's still one of the biggest kitchen projects I've done. We were taking down internal walls, putting up RSJs, we did the flooring, worktops, the entire lot. And it went brilliantly and it looks absolutely fantastic. So that's one it's on my business card. It's one I'm really, really proud of.
Mate, oh, that's fantastic. We've talked a lot about where you see yourself and everything, but I just wonder, honing back in on the fact that you are only 27, you are young, and you've been in the industry since you were 18, but how do consumers react to a younger person designing their kitchen or bathroom?
I've honestly never really come across any customers, not that they've said anyway, maybe they've gone away and talked about it when I'm not there, but yeah, I've never had that come up, that they've mentioned how young I am or asked for someone more senior. It's honestly never been an issue for me in this industry.
But I imagine a part of that is probably credit to you, because you obviously know your stuff, and I would say that is a lot to do with it. Look, thank you very much for joining us on the podcast today. And congratulations again, Alistair, for being our Rising Star for November. And good luck at the KBB Review Retail and Design Awards next April.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. It's been great.